do y'all understand the history that just happened today, bro? We finna be millionaires, bro.
The hype around Caitlin Clark is real, and it's breaking the internet. Fans are losing their minds, social media is on fire, and everyone from casual basketball watchers to die-hard WNBA fans is talking about the unstoppable force that is Caitlin. She's back, she's dominating, and she's not just playing basketball, she's rewriting the rules of the game. But here's the kicker. While Caitlin's talent is undeniable, the real question isn't just about her highlights, her insane MVP stats, or the epic plays that leave arenas shaking. No, the real drama is brewing behind the scenes with the Indiana Fever. Free agency is about to hit, and the moves this front office makes in the next few days could either make or break the Caitlin Clark era. Will they surround her with the right talent to maximize her skills? Or will financial missteps, contract nightmares, and team chemistry failures let the biggest star in women's basketball slip right through their fingers? Every decision counts. From supermax contracts to keeping key players, from rookie deals to navigating the salary cap. It's a high-stakes chess game, and the clock is ticking. Caitlin isn't just a player. She's a movement, a commercial powerhouse, a ratings magnet, and the centerpiece of a WNBA revolution. And the Fever's next moves? They're about to reveal whether Caitlin will stay and dominate in Indiana or take her talents elsewhere. Stick around, because what happens next isn't just basketball. It's a full-blown sports saga that could change the league forever. Caitlin Clark's rise has been meteoric, and it's the kind of story that makes headlines, breaks records, and turns casual fans into obsessed followers. Just months ago, she stepped onto the court after a long injury layoff, and what did we see? Pure dominance. The killer instinct, the fearless drive, the pinpoint shooting. It was as if no time had passed at all. Social media exploded, clips went viral, and every highlight reel was dominated by her name. Fans and analysts alike are calling her the most electrifying force in women's basketball today, and honestly, they're not wrong. But here's where it gets interesting and tense. While Caitlin's personal achievements are undeniable, her success is tied to one crucial factor: the Indiana Fever. This isn't just a team. It's the stage where her career could either soar to historic heights or become a cautionary tale of mismanaged talent. The Fever front office now faces a high-stakes dilemma. Every move in the upcoming free agency period is critical. The decisions they make about supermax contracts, restricted free agents, rookie deals, and salary cap allocations will directly influence whether Caitlin has the support to win championships, or if she'll be forced to look elsewhere to reach her full potential. Over the last season, we've seen the Fever struggle to balance talent and fit. Veteran acquisitions seemed promising on paper, but often didn't complement Caitlin's high-speed, high-volume scoring style. There were flashes of brilliance from players like Sophie Cunningham, who instantly became Caitlin's on-court ally and social media co-star, but inconsistencies plagued the team. Then there was the infamous Dana Bonner situation. A mentor brought in to guide the Stars, only to exit after 9 games, wasting cap space and leaving gaps in leadership. It was a clear warning. The wrong moves could cripple the team's championship chances, even with Caitlin at the center. And the stakes aren't just about winning games. Caitlin Clark has become a commercial juggernaut. Endorsements, fan engagement, media attention. She brings value far beyond the scoreboard. The Fever have the opportunity to capitalize on this attention, creating a marketing and revenue machine that could redefine women's basketball economics. But if they mismanage free agency, fail to protect key players, or misalign contracts, they risk not only losing her talent but also losing the explosive fan momentum that Caitlin has generated. Meanwhile, the league itself is buzzing. Other franchises are watching every move, calculating who can be their next superstar centerpiece. Just teams like the Portland Fire and Toronto Tempo, with fresh rosters and massive city-centric ambitions, are poised to swoop in with multi-year supermax offers. Caitlin's limited time in Indiana, just 2 years left on her rookie deal, means that the Fever must act fast, decisively, and strategically. Every day counts, every contract matters, and every roster decision could be the difference between solidifying a dynasty and watching history walk out the door. And the tension is palpable among fans, players, and analysts alike. There's the excitement of Caitlyn's on-court performance, the thrill of record-breaking stats, and the allure of championship potential. But there's also anxiety, the kind that keeps sports insiders glued to every update. Who stays? Who goes? Who will be protected under the new CBA rules? And who might be left vulnerable to poaching by rival teams? These are questions that could define not just Caitlyn's future, but the trajectory of the Fever franchise for years to come. Off the court, Caitlyn's influence is equally monumental. Every highlight, every viral clip, every interaction with fans and fellow players cements her status as more than just a phenomenal athlete. She's a brand, a phenomenon, and a market mover. The Fever have a unique opportunity to build an ecosystem around her, turning their team into a showcase that attracts stars, endorsements, and loyal fans. But this golden chance is fleeting. One misstep, one mismanaged contract, one overlooked player could unravel the carefully built hype. Caitlyn is at the center of a whirlwind, and the Fever front office is at the eye of the storm. The drama, suspense, and stakes are enormous. Fans aren't just watching basketball, they're watching a potential revolution in women's sports unfold. Caitlyn Clark is more than a player. She's the catalyst, the spark, and the engine driving the Fever's future. The coming days, weeks, and decisions in free agency won't just influence one season. They could determine the legacy of one of the most electrifying athletes of our generation. And if the Fever fail to act decisively, Caitlyn could take her talents and her unstoppable hype somewhere else, leaving Indiana to wonder what might have been. The tension around Caitlyn Clark's future in Indiana isn't just simmering, it's boiling over. The Fever front office is staring down what could be the most consequential free agency period in franchise history. The decisions they make now won't just affect a single season. They could define the Caitlyn Clark era, for better or for worse. The stakes are enormous. Supermax deals, restricted free agents, and rookie contracts all intersect, creating a complex web that only a few executives in the league truly understand. But here's the kicker. Rival teams are circling like sharks. They've watched Caitlyn dominate, seen the viral clips, and now they're ready to swoop in with offers that could pull her away from Indiana entirely. The Fever are sitting on a ticking time bomb, and every misstep could cost them their superstar. Inside the Fever's war room, the tension is palpable. Sources close to the team report that executives are split, some pushing to lock in supermax deals for key contributors like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hall, while others argue for financial flexibility to chase complementary stars in free agency. The clock is ticking. Free agency opens April 12th, and rumors suggest rival teams are already reaching out to Caitlyn's camp, dangling multi-year supermax offers. The Fever have two options: act decisively and secure the core they need, or risk losing the momentum that Caitlyn has built with her explosive hype and unprecedented marketability. The first twist? It's not just about money, it's about chemistry. Last season, the Fever struggled to balance veteran experience with Caitlyn's high-octane scoring style. Veteran acquisitions like Natasha Howard and Dana Bonner seemed promising on paper, but failed to mesh with the pace and intensity Caitlyn thrives in. Then there's Sophie Cunningham, whose instant connection with Caitlyn made her a fan favorite and a viral sensation. She's become more than a teammate. She's Caitlyn's second in command, both on the court and in social media clout. Protecting her in free agency isn't just about talent. It's about maintaining the chemistry that fuels the team's energy. If Sophie walks, the Fever risk losing the spark that keeps Caitlyn at her peak. But the complications don't stop there. Restricted free agents like Lexi Hall add another layer of strategy. The Fever can match any offer, but the question is, do they have the cap space to do so after locking in Caitlyn and Aaliyah Boston? The front office is walking a tightrope, trying to balance star power with financial reality. Miss a step, and Caitlyn could be forced to shoulder the team alone, or worse, leave Indiana entirely for a team that offers her the roster she needs to thrive. Meanwhile, the league is buzzing with speculation. Other franchises are salivating at the possibility of landing Caitlyn. The Portland Fire and Toronto Tempo, both fresh franchises with no legacy roster obligations, are reportedly ready to make eye-popping offers. Multi-year Supermax contracts, city-centric marketing deals, and guaranteed playing time are all on the table. These aren't just offers. They're calculated moves designed to make Caitlyn the face of a franchise and potentially pull her away from Indiana before the Fever can secure her long-term. The pressure isn't just on the front office, it's on Caitlyn herself. Every game she plays, every highlight she posts, every media interaction only intensifies the spotlight. Her brand is growing faster than the league can contain, and fans are demanding success. Social media clamor, viral highlights, and growing media narratives mean that if the Fever stumble, they won't just lose Caitlyn. They'll face public scrutiny unlike anything seen in women's basketball. The team's revenue, fan engagement, and credibility are all on the line. Then comes the internal drama. Not every player is happy with the roster decisions or the potential Supermax allocations. Rumors suggest tension in the locker room as veterans weigh loyalty against potential paydays elsewhere. Young players are ambitious, looking to maximize their careers, and some may view Caitlyn's rise as a stepping stone rather than a team-building opportunity. The Fever must navigate personalities, egos, and ambitions while keeping their most valuable asset, Caitlyn, happy and committed. Mismanage this, and the fallout could be catastrophic. And here's the real twist that shocks fans and insiders alike. Caitlyn's camp is reportedly playing hardball. While public statements emphasize loyalty and commitment to Indiana, private sources hint that she's open to listening to offers. The fevered speculation isn't just hype. It's a potential reality. Rival teams are aware that her window in Indiana is limited, and they're positioning themselves as the team that can give her the championship roster she deserves. Every leaked rumor, every social media post, every viral highlight is fueling a narrative that Caitlyn's future in Indiana is far from guaranteed. As the free agency clock ticks down, tension escalates. The Fever can't afford to be reactive. They must be proactive, strategic, and precise. They have to protect key contributors, balance the salary cap, and assemble a roster that complements Caitlyn's style. And they have to do it while knowing that the entire league is watching, waiting, and ready to pounce on any misstep. One wrong move, and the Fever's Cinderella story could turn into a cautionary tale. The stakes are enormous. Caitlyn Clark isn't just a star. She's a phenomenon, a revenue driver, and a marketing powerhouse. Losing her wouldn't just impact wins and losses. It would ripple through the entire franchise, affect fan engagement, and redefine how women's basketball views superstar management. And yet, the Fever sit on the precipice of history. If they get it right, they could build a championship dynasty around the league's most electrifying player. If they fail, they could watch her take her talents and her unstoppable hype elsewhere, leaving Indiana to wonder what might have been. The drama is far from over. Free agency is about to explode. Rival teams are circling, and the Fever front office must make decisions that will define the Caitlyn Clark era. Fans, analysts, and players alike are holding their breath, knowing that the next moves could change the landscape of the league forever. Just when you thought the Caitlyn Clark saga couldn't get any messier, the free agency bombshells started dropping, and they're detonating everywhere. Sources inside the Fever front office claim that rival teams aren't just making offers. They're staging full-on recruitment campaigns. One insider whispered, "They've got presentations, endorsements, and marketing plans ready before April 12th even hits. They're treating Caitlyn like the only player that matters in the league." And honestly, they might be right. This isn't just basketball. It's power, prestige, and money all wrapped up in one player. The first shocking reveal came in the form of a leaked multi-year Supermax proposal from a rival franchise. Details are murky, but it reportedly dwarfs the Fever's current salary structure, offering Caitlyn not only an astronomical base salary, but full endorsement leverage with local and national brands. Suddenly, what seemed like a straightforward decision for Indiana turns into a high-stakes poker game, where every move is public and every rumor can sway the superstar. Social media erupted the moment whispers of this leak surfaced. Fans debating whether Caitlyn would ever stay loyal or cash in on a historic payday. Then the locker room drama surfaced. Sources confirm that Sophie Cunningham and a few other core players are feeling the pressure. "It's tense," one insider said. "They're loyal to Caitlyn, but if she leaves, some of them might consider their own futures elsewhere. Loyalty only goes so far when money and championships are on the line." Suddenly, this isn't just about one player anymore. It's a domino effect, threatening to reshape the entire roster. But here's the real bombshell. Caitlyn's camp is reportedly using these offers strategically. They're testing the waters, gauging reactions, and sending subtle signals to the Fever front office. Make the right moves or risk losing her. One anonymous source said, "It's psychological warfare. The whole league knows she's the prize, and Caitlyn's team is making sure everyone acts like it." Fans on X have been dissecting every post, every story, every highlight clip for hidden messages. The speculation is frenzy level, and it's only building. Meanwhile, the Fever are scrambling behind the scenes. Internal meetings are happening around the clock, salary cap projections are being recalculated multiple times a day, and agents are being courted for advice. One insider even revealed, "There's a panic in the air. They've never had to move this fast for a player of this caliber. Everyone is on edge because if you misstep, you're not just losing a player, you're losing the momentum Caitlyn built for the franchise." Then came the twist nobody saw coming. Whispers that Caitlyn might actually entertain an early trade if the Fever don't commit to building a championship-caliber roster around her. The idea that she could leave Indiana before ever signing a full max deal sent shockwaves across the league. Suddenly, rival teams aren't just offering money. They're promising immediate title contention, a roster built specifically to maximize Caitlyn's style, and global exposure like no other franchise can. The hype train is real, and it's leaving Indiana dangerously close to the station without their conductor. Public reactions are off the charts. See, fans are divided between die-hard loyalty to the Fever and excitement over the possibility of seeing Caitlyn dominate elsewhere. Analysts are speculating about the long-term implications, from revenue losses to TV ratings to how this could set a precedent for superstar mobility in women's basketball. Social media is aflame, and every leak, every rumor is adding fuel to the fire. The league itself is watching closely, knowing this could redefine how top-tier talent is handled for years to come. And yet, the Fever front office has one last secret weapon: timing. If they can act decisively before April 12th, they can lock in key players, secure supermax deals, and make strategic roster moves to ensure Caitlyn stays. But delay, hesitation, or miscalculation could see her walk out the door with a rival team ready to build a dynasty around her. Every second counts, and the clock is ticking louder than ever. The stakes have never been higher. Caitlyn Clark isn't just a player, she's the epicenter of a league-wide storm. Rival franchises are circling like sharks, internal tensions are rising, leaked offers are flooding social media, and fans are anxiously awaiting the next move. The Fever have the power to shape history, or become a cautionary tale of what happens when superstar talent isn't properly managed. And here's the cliffhanger that has the entire league holding its breath. Insiders hint that the next 72 hours could bring an official offer from a rival team directly to Caitlyn's camp, bypassing Indiana entirely. If that happens, the Fever could lose her before free agency even officially opens. It's a high-stakes game of chess, a psychological battle, and then a financial gamble all in one. And the entire world is watching to see who blinks first. The moment whispers of Caitlyn Clark's potential departure hit social media, chaos erupted like wildfire. Fans instantly took sides. Hashtag Keep Caitlyn in Indy trended nationwide, while rival team hashtags spiked with hashtag Caitlyn Takeover and hashtag Dynasty Moves. Memes, reaction videos, and fiery debates dominated every platform, with influencers dissecting every frame of Caitlyn's recent games for hidden messages about her intentions. One viral clip showed her smirking after a buzzer beater, and conspiracy theorists claimed it was a subtle signal to her agents. Every post, every comment, every like became part of a massive puzzle nobody outside her inner circle could solve. Industry insiders were equally rattled. Front offices across the league reportedly held emergency meetings, recalculating their strategies to lure Caitlyn. One source revealed, "There's a collective panic. Teams that thought they could wait are now in a scramble, because they know she could redefine a franchise overnight. If she signs elsewhere, it's not just Indiana that loses. It's the blueprint for success for every team in the league." Executives are reportedly calling agents directly, offering unprecedented multi-year packages, championship promises, and full marketing integration. "It's like a Hollywood bidding war," one agent said. "And Caitlyn's the superstar everyone wants." Even the media frenzy reached a new level. Analysts dissected every past interview, every on-court celebration, and every off-court event. Big sports networks ran 24-hour coverage on the Caitlyn Clark-era crisis, with panelists debating whether Indiana's management could keep her or if a rival team would swoop in and make history. Podcasts exploded with theories, and sports commentators accused the Fever of mismanaging one of the most marketable athletes in women's basketball history. Headlines screamed, "Fever on the edge? Can Indiana keep Clark?" And "Caitlyn Clark's future hangs by a thread." Fans themselves fueled the drama, posting polls, reaction videos, and even tracking rumors of secret meetings. One viral post claimed to have insider photos of Caitlyn meeting with agents in a luxury downtown hotel. Though unverified, it spread like wildfire. Another tweet suggested she might announce her decision mid-season, sending both Fever fans and rivals into panic mode speculation. The tension was palpable. Every notification sounded like a potential bombshell. What makes this situation even more shocking is the level of behind-the-scenes manipulation. According to insiders, Caitlyn's camp is strategically leaking tidbits of information to gauge public reaction, pressure the Fever front office, and test rival offers. One source said, "Every hint is deliberate. They're making everyone, fans, media, executives, believe they know more than they actually do. It's a masterclass in psychological strategy." Rival franchises reportedly monitor social media trends in real time, adjusting offers and incentives based on the latest viral reactions. This isn't just basketball, it's high-stakes theater. The Fever organization is feeling the heat like never before, and sources confirm emergency meetings, salary cap recalculations, and recruitment strategies are all being evaluated multiple times a day. Staffers reportedly work around the clock, fearful that a single misstep could cost the franchise its brightest star. "The front office has never faced this type of pressure," one insider said. "Every decision has ripple effects. If they don't act decisively, they risk losing Caitlyn and the momentum she brought to the team." And yet, amidst all this chaos, Caitlyn remains the calm eye of the storm. Fans report seeing her focus in practice, seemingly unfazed by the social media frenzy and executive maneuvers. But insiders warn that appearances can be deceiving. The decisions made in the next few days will define not just her career, but the trajectory of the Fever franchise, and potentially the entire league. The cliffhanger? Multiple sources hint that a rival team may be preparing to make a direct pitch to Caitlyn before Indiana even has a chance to finalize their offer. If true, the next 48 hours could completely rewrite the league map, spark a media frenzy of unprecedented scale, and leave fans across the country gasping in shock. Every move, every tweet, every leak could tip the balance. Caitlyn Clark isn't just a player. She's the epicenter of a social, financial, and competitive earthquake, and everyone is bracing for the aftershocks. Just when it seemed like the Fever had a plan to secure Caitlyn Clark for the foreseeable future, a bombshell leak rocked the league. Sources claim that a top rival franchise, names are still under wraps, has already made an exclusive secret offer to Caitlyn. The offer reportedly includes a multi-year Supermax contract, guaranteed endorsement opportunities, and the promise to build a team entirely around her playing style. If true, This isn't just an offer. It's a power move designed to outshine anything Indiana can propose. The leak instantly sent the Fever organization into panic mode. Executives reportedly held an emergency Zoom meeting that lasted over 6 hours, frantically recalculating salary caps, player protections, and trade options. One anonymous insider revealed, "They are scrambling like it's the last 24 hours of the NBA draft. Every scenario is being simulated. If she leaves, if she stays, if a rival leaks more info, it's a nightmare." Meanwhile, the rumor mill exploded across social media, with fans dissecting every tweet, post, and appearance for signs of Caitlyn's next move. Adding another layer to this unfolding drama, an unnamed source close to Caitlyn hinted that she may be entertaining the rival team's offer, but only if Indiana fails to match key terms. This subtle maneuver, if accurate, puts both the Fever and the league on high alert. The potential domino effect is staggering. Losing Caitlyn would not just devastate Indiana's roster, but could also shift the balance of power across the entire WNBA. Insiders suggest that Caitlyn herself is carefully playing both sides, strategically leaking snippets of her interest in the rival team to force Indiana into overcompensating. "This is chess at the highest level," one source said. She's not just thinking about money. She's thinking legacy, exposure, and the ability to dictate the terms of her career. Every move she makes is calculated to maximize her power. Meanwhile, fans are now split into factions. Some demand the Fever do whatever it takes to retain her, while others support Caitlyn exploring her options. Social media analysts claim that trending topics related to Caitlyn's potential move now rival national election coverage. News outlets are running 24-hour cycles of speculation, featuring former players, analysts, and agents weighing in on what the Fever should do, or what Caitlyn wants. Every comment, no matter how trivial, becomes fodder for the drama machine. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more intense, reports emerged that Caitlyn's camp may have already scheduled private meetings with key players from rival teams. While unconfirmed, this leak alone has set off a flurry of panic in Indiana. Front office staff are reportedly working double shifts, reviewing every contract clause, and even considering emergency trades to make room for a superstar support system designed to keep her happy. The cliffhanger? The next official announcement could come any moment, and sources hint it may not be from Caitlyn herself, but from a rival team, blindsiding fans and the Fever alike. One insider chillingly warned, "When the announcement drops, it will shake the league. People won't believe what they're seeing. Entire franchises could have to pivot overnight." Caitlyn Clark isn't just at a crossroads. She's holding the WNBA in suspense. Every tweet, every move, and every negotiation could rewrite history. The league, the fans, and Indiana are all waiting with bated breath. And if you think you know what's coming next, think again. What do you think is going to happen next? Will Caitlyn Clark stay loyal to Indiana? Or is she about to shock the WNBA by taking her talents elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. We want to hear every prediction, theory, and wild speculation. And don't forget to smash that like button if you're as hyped as we are for this off-season madness. Caitlyn Clark is more than a player. She's a force of nature, and the moves over the next few days could change the entire landscape of women's basketball forever. Trust us, you do not want to miss a single update. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications because this story is far from over. With free agency opening in just days, every leak, every negotiation, and every social media hint could blow up in a way that nobody sees coming. Imagine waking up tomorrow to news that could redefine the future of the Fever and the WNBA. That's the level of drama we're talking about. And hey, we've got plenty more insider scoops coming. Player reactions, potential trades, and exclusive takes on how rival franchises are positioning themselves to shake things up. So stay tuned, because the next 72 hours are going to be epic, chaotic, and completely unmissable. So here's the question for you. If you were Caitlyn, would you stay loyal to the Fever and help build a dynasty, or take the biggest offer and secure your legacy in a new city? Let us know in the comments. Share this video with everyone you know who's obsessed with WNBA drama. And get ready, because Caitlin Clark's next move will leave the world speechless.